very ingenious mechanisms. It's like, what plant or organism that is already living here needs use of any of this technology? The kids? Oh, kids? I don't think so. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, this is a room that could be very interesting to us later. You can go away. Yep, there's stuff up there. We will be coming back to this room at a higher level shortly, although, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you the mother of the little Morths that we saw earlier is the currently indisposed mother of the bunch. This is Mothula. Obviously, as you can tell, intelligence genetics don't exactly run in the family, and because having a little bit of trouble with the tree here, with the very awkwardly suggestive dangling nuts that are hanging down. These guys aren't really all that bad, although if they charge at us, we will be in a bit of trouble. Hi, how's it going? Welcome to the party. Parrying them is definitely a good way to take them out, but when we take out their interspecies lovers, I don't seem to have a very nice time with that. They also drop golden feathers. That's kind of nice, I guess, depending on what your definition of that is, so. Bust that open for some goodies, none of which are anything that I needed or wanted. And we can now divert our attention to these lovely pinatas of sorts here. You bust them open, you get good stuff, like rupees and I believe magic. So go ahead and break them open to your heart's content. I'm sure it probably doesn't look painful for every male everywhere, I don't know. Here, let me go ahead and just get rid of you. These guys will get kind of annoying in this particular section because I think if we go up one more level, there are just gonna be a bunch of them. You can stay down there. I'm gonna go bust open a couple of more of these. Should probably watch my nouns and verbs a little bit when describing these things, but oh, and right here, please don't screw me over. Okay, good. Sometimes that rupee, 90% of the time, it will get caught up in that little nook. Oh my god, this guy is out with the vengeance. He's like, you killed my neighbors and now you're gonna kill my family. How could you? Alright, well, let me just... Okay, alright. You know what? This is unacceptable. Charging me like that is not gonna do anybody any favors. Okay, you know what? Up here, there's gonna be a bunch of them, so I'm gonna do my best and just avoid them. Hopefully we'll get something that will cause us to kill them even faster, but for now, I'll ignore the golden feathers, and we'll head into this door. Go away, please. I don't appreciate it. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a mini-boss ahead of us. I'd like to introduce you to Mothula, the winged variety, where she will also do things that will make it very difficult. Okay, camera's being really unreasonable right now. So again, parrying is probably a good thing to do here when she charges, if she'd like to, but if she spawns babies all over our face, I would not appreciate that. Excuse me, madam or sir. I'm not gonna assume your gender, but I'm assuming that because you are a mother that you might be a female, so here, let's just do this. We'll wait for her. We can do that, but she's not stunned long enough for us to kill her, except for right there. Okay, here it is. All right. Whoa, okay. I wanted to do the other one. I also wanted to do the other one. I can't do that on command. All right, somehow she's still airborne. Here, she's buoyancing and death. Sorry I had to kill her. Ugh. No, why are you still like this? There. Okay, that one actually is a little bit tougher than the other ones we fight, but that's alright. Because they will be made extremely easy to take care of, especially when they're dropping gold feathers. Wonderful. So I will take that, thank you so much, and we can collect the item that is actually kind of incredible in this game. What a well-varnished chest that we'll find it in. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the envy of every 11-year-old's plaything. It's the boomerang. Oh man, target specific objects by holding the button you send it to and blah blah blah. We can actually target up to 5 objects at once, which makes this extremely versatile and something we will definitely be using a lot of. And considering we got locked into this room for some reason, I have no idea why that happened, to get out we have to hit these simultaneously, and this will, ooh, that's not the button. And this is how we end up needing to get out. So we toss it, open the lock, and we're good. God, this thing is going to come in handy so much within the next 20 minutes. I don't even know what to say. And it's giant too. God, this thing is a risk not only to anybody that Link throws it to, but also himself. This thing should have like an age warning on it or something. 8 or older, jeez. But now that we have our favorite toy in our possession, we can take care of these guys with ease by not only de-winging them, but also killing them and making them a joke. So, I'm so sorry they are left completely vulnerable to all of our attacks. Although you can't get gold feathers out of them until, you know, before you do it. So, we have that taken care of, and there's another one of you. Alright, I guess this place was just loaded with the things. Doing some pest control here. Way to go, Link. Looking out for the environment with all of these foreign critters of the state. I'll just take... Whoa, whoa, okay, that was weird. He's locked on. Oh, he's just oscillating in and out of view. What a swell guy. You know what? Here, let's do that. You jerk. Alright, so something that you might want to do before taking off here, as you'll notice, we've got ourselves lots of moving things up there, and hold on, let me see. Is this the one where I actually need to climb up? It very well may be. Something the game doesn't explicitly teach you, but you can actually climb up on those things and stand on them. It's kind of weird. And I'm assuming we can just go and do this and climb up even more. There we go. Oh, physics. What is going on here? Let me... There we go. Take it a little bit carefully. I'm gonna take it easy. And we'll just go up a little bit with more of these very strange platforms. And I think this is something we want to do. Because we'll head over here. And surprise! Trees are in the way because... Is this the... Oh, it's just Joy Pendant. Alright, we're finding kind of a lot of these. Cool, I guess it might have been worth it? Maybe? Depends on who you ask, I guess, but I didn't really need any more of them. So we'll head over here. Whenever you see a door that has 2 flowers over it, when you kill one of them, it will be so depressed. There's someone right behind me, isn't there? You have to kill both of them essentially simultaneously in order to free them. If you only kill one of them, then it won't work. So, oof, that's creepy. Let's head in here and, oh my god, it's an infestation of masculinity. Oh my, and this is where it gets fun. Depending on the angle on how you throw it, you probably won't get all of the targets. Like here, it's gonna probably bounce off that first one and we won't do anything. Or it'll do something incredible like that. It's really unpredictable in that sense, but it makes it kind of fun to do this nonsense. If not just slightly weird, because there's those green juices that flow out of it. Insane. But we're back in this room, and there's so many rupees down there. It's crying the testosterone that was lost there. And don't tell me you're Joy Pendant too. Not in this room, please. Alright, I guess we'll take it. I'm not gonna ask what it's doing here, but that's okay. Like nectar-filled butterflies, you say. Wonderful. So we'll get rid of that. And let's go through this door. Ooh, okay, we are back in this room. Yeah, the same one. The one and only. Do you have magic in here? Sometimes it bothers me whenever you see grass, but they don't spawn magic. It's weird. It's dead grass, but that's okay. So, we can stand over here, and as the game would kind of imply with these 5 hanging vines, or stems, or I don't even know what you would call these. We'll go over here. Now the thing is, when you're using gyroscoping, you can't like turn it all the way around without physically turning it around. So you have to not only hold X like I'm doing, but also hold the right analog stick, which I'm doing with my index finger while holding down the button with my thumb to get it this way. Granted, you could have stood on that platform over there and done it much easier, but this is the fun way to do it. Oh, that is my favorite thing. It's incredible. So, if you ever need to get back up there, and there is a very lovely little whirlwind creating thing there that Link doesn't appreciate, screwing up his hair and whatnot. It's not very fun business for him. So, that's a good way to get back up top, since we're gonna have to eventually. Now this room, with the randomly spawning Morse. This game is doing a weird thing with its loading. I have no idea why it's doing it, but that's alright. You can die. And I think the game kind of implies for you to kill them with the boomerang, which is really unfortunate because it's so sad. I'm so sorry. a little Morth buddy. You can survive, if not only for 5 seconds longer. I'll head over here. Hey guys, how's it going? Don't mind me, just hanging out. Yeah, get out of here. Okay, so a new type of enemy we're going to be introduced to here is the Dexy Vine, I believe. They are kind of annoying in the sense that, oh, he hit me. Oh, how dare you? I was doing so well. Of course, I gotta get sucker punched by the damn Wobbuffet ass green chew jelly there. These guys cannot hurt you. Instead, they only make a small 11-year-old child feel so uncomfortable that he's gonna have to have years of pseudo-psychotherapy in order to rid him of these horrific memories. But if you let them get to you, they suck your magic away, and they make Link feel so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable that if we were to take a picture, Link might only be slightly enamored with it. Let's go with I'm not feeling very good about this, you guys. Yeah, I don't know how Link will deal with this or everyday life ever again, but that's okay, because we can just kill him. Who needs stinking magic? Not this kid. Let's do it with my sword, my brawn, and my Pictobox. There we go. So we'll move on. It's no big deal. And what do we have in here? It's this room. This room! You constantly are reminded by how large this dungeon is. We hop across over here without causing more devastation to more of the local plant life. You can get a yellow rupee. We are closing in on our limits here, good sir. So we're gonna go and do this again. I'm definitely not locking onto them, but I'll do this, and I'm going to need to bust this out because Octoroks like to puppy guard the hell out of where you're going to be. And it's interesting that these are the same one that not only lives in the freshwater streams of the Forest Haven and the salty sea waters of the Great Sea, but also in the swamp of the Forbidden Woods. I think somebody who did the biology in this game probably didn't do a very good job at it. It's like, you know what, they could just be native to all kinds, it doesn't matter. We'll take that bomb over there and blast it open. Don't ask why it's native to this part of the world. It just is. Now, this is another completely optional level of the dungeon. We don't have to do anything here, but much like Dragon Roost Cavern and the area with that secret that I was talking about before, this will have another one of those same things in this dungeon. If you have the Tingle Tuner, you can get it now, but because we're lame or we're playing on the HD reversion, the reversion, and oh, I am so sorry, sir. That was completely unintentional. You could do that now, but because that's not the case, we will return here once again off screen when we are in possession of bombs. Spoilers, that's a thing, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Alright, of course they would put a Baba there. However, now that we have the correct equipment, we can go and decapitate him. It's so depressing. It's the old 1-2. Give him the Deku Leaf and then give him the old boomerang to the neck. And over here is a chest. But there's nothing we can do to destroy it, and if we get too close to it, the bloom will close in together, or I guess the flower, rather. So we're gonna have to find alternative means of taking care of it. And for now, we'll just kill that. Wonderful. Don't even need the Deku Leaf. And if you fall, you can just use one of these platforms to get back. How's it going, fellas? What are you looking at? You're not taking notes. Get out of here. All of you. Except for you. You can come with me. You're cute. Hitch ride. And, oh great. Well, I want you to look away more the third. There we go. I hope you didn't see anything. Don't think anything less of me. So I fall in the water. Yeah, you'll notice that some of these edges are not really defined. And when you jump, you can't really influence which way you're going or what you're gonna grab unless you are directly perfectly with it. So it's a little unfortunate that I'm bad at it, but it's alright. We'll go over here, defeat this dude, and continue forward. Where do we want to go? Okay, just right there. I see what they want us to do here. It's not that difficult. So again, we have another one of these puzzles. I think this is the last time we actually really need to deal with this. We'll go over here and make our way across. Now there's a giant hole in the stump here. Kind of makes me wonder how the hell that happened in this naturist place. But what we can do is grab a bomb and drop it in that hole. But the best way to do it is with a Deku Leaf, because, man, you try it once, works every time. Hopefully, maybe. Yeah, there it is. So I'm sure at some point, the game more or less will intend you to use the decoy leaf because it's the perfect distance. And I know people have trouble doing that, but it's kind of interesting. I feel like I'm the only person who has ever done that. But we can open the chest and get ourselves a treasure chart. This is the first of 2 in this dungeon. The other one is actually in that very first room that I mentioned before, but that's all this room is good for, and rupees if you're in desperate need of them. Unfortunately, this game is pretty good about giving you rupees, and you don't have to worry about it. I'm pretty sure that has been pretty explicit throughout our journey here, but let's go back a little bit, and you'll see that the vines have regrouped themselves up there. Awesome. Well done. Just drop it back down and kill this Octorok. Hey, you don't belong here. Biology, what is that? God.